I honestly thought this was a scam at first. Seriously, when I first saw AudiLeaf claiming it could support hearing health, improve mental clarity, and even help with things like focus and sound perception, I was skeptical. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of products out there making huge promises, and most of them sound great in ads but don't really deliver much. So instead of just believing the marketing, I decided to test it myself and see if it was actually worth it. At the time, I had been dealing with something that was becoming really frustrating. I was noticing that I had trouble focusing in noisy places. Sometimes sounds felt harder to process clearly, and there were moments when I just felt mentally drained, especially after long work days. It wasn't something extreme, but it was enough to make me start looking for support. That's when I came across AudiLeaf. What caught my attention is that it isn't marketed as just another hearing supplement. It's designed to support the connection between your ears, brain, and nervous system. From what I understood, the idea behind it is helping improve communication between the auditory system and the brain, while also supporting blood circulation and protecting sensitive hearing cells. That sounded interesting to me because it's approaching the issue from a deeper level, and then I looked at the ingredients. It contains natural compounds like maca root, ginseng, green tea extract, guarana, and grapefruit extract. These ingredients are commonly associated with circulation, focus, mental energy, and nervous system support. So I decided to give it a fair try. Now here's my honest experience. I didn't notice anything dramatic in the first few days, and honestly, if you're expecting instant results, this probably isn't for you. But after taking it consistently for a while, I started noticing subtle improvements. And those small changes actually mattered. What I liked, the first thing I noticed was that I felt mentally sharper. I felt more focused during the day. I also felt less mentally exhausted after long periods of concentration. And over time, I noticed that sounds felt clearer and easier to process, especially in busier environments. Another thing I appreciated is that it didn't make me feel overstimulated. Some supplements give that weird jittery feeling. AudiLeaf felt much smoother. It just felt like better balance and support. What bothered me, the biggest downside, is that it takes consistency. This isn't one of those things you take once and suddenly notice a huge difference. You have to be patient. Another thing is that results are gradual, so if someone expects something immediate or dramatic, they might get disappointed. And of course, it's not a miracle product, it's support, not magic. My honest opinion, I don't think AudiLeaf is a scam. At least based on my experience, it felt like a legitimate supplement. That said, I also don't think it's some magical fix for every hearing-related issue. What I think it does well is support focus, clarity, and overall auditory wellness in a natural way. For me, it felt like my body was getting extra support, and over time that made a noticeable difference. The way I use it is simple. I take it daily as recommended, and if there's one thing I learned, consistency matters a lot with this. Now, one important warning: if you decide to try AudiLeaf, make sure you only buy it from the official website. I left the official link in the description below. There are fake versions online, and you don't want to risk getting something that isn't original. Another thing I liked is that it usually comes with a money-back guarantee. That gave me more confidence to test it. So overall, if you're dealing with focus issues, sound clarity problems, or just want natural support for hearing and brain function, I think AudiLeaf might be worth trying. Just keep realistic expectations. If you like this video, the product is in the description below. Leave your comment, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.